Hello, my name is Bakhtiar. Today I'll walk through my internship journey developing the backend for Call for HR project, an application streamlining calls for applicant responses on Headhunter. The company I took an internship in, Logitech, is an IT company specializing in system integration. The company offers comprehensive solutions for modern enterprise infrastructure, including security and access control systems and IT infrastructure support. Our team consists of 6 people, 2 analysts, 4 developers, 2 front-end and 2 back-end developers, a designer and a DevOps engineer. Analysts divide the team's tasks into sprints to be completed within a week. In the team, I served in the role of a backend developer, and the goal is to develop an application to streamline applicant calls from a PC. For the project's architecture is meant to automate the process of processing responses to vacancies for HR specialists. The application allows viewing responses from Headhunter, making calls to candidates from a PC via VoIP, and recording results from the call. For our project, Python is an excellent choice for the type of project we are working on for several key reasons: rich ecosystems and libraries. Python has a lot of frameworks for APIs and for databases that are Python native, simplifying integration. Rapid development. Python's simplicity and readability accelerates coding, testing, and debugging. Cross-industry adoption. Python is widely used in web apps, data science, dev operations, and backend development, making it easier to extend your project later. FastAPI. FastAPI is a modern Python web framework for building APIs. It's designed for speed, hence its name, and leverages Python type hints for automatic data validation, serialization, and documentation. Key features include asynchronous supports, handling concurrent requests efficiently. FastAPI is also ideal for RESTful APIs, microservices, and backends, and is built for web and data modeling. Uvicorn. Uvicorn is a lightweight asynchronous server gateway interface server used to run FastAPI applications. Uvicorn's functions include executing FastAPI's asynchronous code, handling HTTP protocol translation and concurrency, and is optimized for production but can also be used for local development. And last core library is SQL Alchemy. SQL Alchemy is a Python SQL toolkit and object relational mapper for interacting with databases. Key functions of SQL Alchemy include its core for writing SQL-like expressions in Python, object relational mapper, which maps Python classes to database tables, letting you query using objects, and it manages connections, transactions, and schema changes. Key contributions: Headhunter API authorization limits. As an introductory task, we were assigned to check different projects and existing APIs to use for our project. I was tasked to analyze Headhunter API and learn its authorization and limits. The API uses an HTTPS OAuth2 authorization protocol. requiring two-week access tokens, credentials granting specific client access to a specific resource on behalf of C user. In the second week, team analysts created agile sprints for the project, and my sprint task was to set up a fast API backend server connected to a PostgreSQL database which launches with Unicorn Web Framework and create a candidate table. All frameworks used in project as well as project stuff are based and written in Python. In the second sprint, my task was to add a patch endpoint to process candidate responses and change candidate status, such as here, which change the status to called done. I edited the status column from string to enumerator of the accepted statuses and created schemas for the candidate response model. Lastly, I added the punch endpoint for the application. My industrial internship at Logitech has introduced me to the full work experience, bridging the gap between academic theory and real work field. I initially struggled with the project due to procrastination, making it stressful for me, but after confessing it to my colleagues, I improved my work efficiency and also learned how to navigate with my team together. I learned how to write maintainable code with my team. Through my work on backend development, I gained a hands-on experience in backend development, including API development, work with relational databases, and processing data. By the end of my internship, our team developed an application that makes the process of linking job search calls much easier. Lastly, this was my first introduction to these web frameworks, and I could include them in my personal backend project to improve my portfolio or use that knowledge in future jobs as a backend developer.